Welcome to the Newsix podcast for kids. Today is April 2026. Artemis Decan has officially launched. 4 brave astronauts are on a 10-day adventure around the moon, experiencing stunning sights like the Earth from space. Commander Reed Wiseman shared that the view from the spacecraft allowed them to see the entire globe, including Africa and Europe and even the Northern Lights. This mission is special because it is the first time people have traveled beyond low Earth orbit since 1972. There was a funny moment when astronaut Christina Koch became the space plumber, fixing a minor toilet issue on board. Pilot Victor Glover told everyone that from space, the divisions between countries disappear, showing that we're all connected as one humanity. NASA reported that their key maneuver to head towards the moon was a total success. The crew continues their exciting journey in space. Big news in the military world. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has made a bold move by asking General Randy George to retire from his role as Chief of Staff of the Army. General George had been leading since 2023 and was nominated by President Biden. Hegseth is shaking things up by sidelining many high-ranking officers. Now, Vice Chief of Staff General Christopher Leneve is stepping up as the acting Chief of Staff. What's super interesting is General George's background. He enlisted in 1982 and attended West Point. Throughout his career, he focused on modernizing the Army with new technology. He even faced challenges during a key battle in Afghanistan, which inspired a movie. This is an exciting time with lots of changes in top military positions. Exciting changes are happening in Formula One in 2026. The new rules have made races much closer, leading to more overtakes. The cars now use a mix of engines, combining traditional fuel with battery power, producing high-octane thrills on the track. Some drivers have called their battles the best in over a decade because they feel like classic racing. However, not everyone is thrilled, as some believe it feels scripted like a video game. The energy management aspect means drivers have to be smart about using power in races and even qualifying. Some challenging corners have become easier because drivers must focus on how to conserve energy instead of just racing fast. It's a work in progress, and drivers hope to find a balance for thrilling yet skillful racing. NASA's Artemis II mission has officially kicked off. 4 astronauts are making their way to the moon in a special spacecraft called Orion. This mission is super important because it's the first crewed trip around the moon in over 50 years. The spacecraft's engine was fired up for nearly 6 minutes to break free of Earth's orbit. The astronauts include Americans Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Canadian Jeremy Hansen, making this a landmark mission for diversity. They've even started workouts in space to stay fit during their journey, which is all about exploring. The Artemis crew is also preparing for a future where they can land on the moon, aiming for 2028. This adventure is a huge step for humanity and science, and the astronauts are excited to see Earth from way up high. Sony is about to raise the prices of its PlayStation 5 consoles. Starting April 2nd, the standard PS5 will go from $549.99 to $649.99, while the digital edition will cost $599.99. The fancy PS5 Pro will now be priced at $899.99. Why the hike? Well, there are rising costs for parts like memory chips that keep getting more expensive. Not to mention, events like the attack on Qatar's gas facility are causing shortages of helium, an important material for tech devices. These price increases come after a 16% drop in PS5 sales during the last holiday season, signaling some challenges in the gaming world. It's a big shift, and we'll have to see how it affects gamers everywhere. The Torah, made up of the first 5 books of the Bible, has a fascinating history behind its creation. Scholars believe that instead of one writer named Moses, many different authors contributed to these texts over hundreds of years. For example, there are unique writing styles and even overlapping stories that suggest multiple voices. Some tales about figures like Abraham and Noah appear in different versions. According to a famous theory called the documentary hypothesis, the Torah includes writings from at least 2 major groups: the Yahwist, who calls God Yahweh, and the Elohist, who uses Elohim. These authors lived in different places and times, and they had their own views. It shows how our understanding of history and storytelling evolves over time. This is all for today, and let's jump to our review section. What is the name of the mission that launched 4 astronauts around the moon? Artemis Tian, Who is taking over as acting chief of staff? General Christopher Leneve. What are the two types of power used in the new Formula One engines? Hybrid power and internal combustion. What is the name of the spacecraft used in the Artemis II mission? Orion. What is the new price of the standard PlayStation 5? $649.99. Who is traditionally credited with writing the Torah? Moses. As we wrap up today, remember that exploring the unknown and facing challenges is what pushes us forward, both as individuals and as a society. Keep asking questions and seeking out new adventures.